Women give each other bad advice. We've talked about this before, man. A lot of y'all ladies be listening to y'all lady friends that don't have the best intentions for you, bro. They be jealous of y'all. Some of y'all closest friends be jealous. They be sabotaging y'all situation, and then you fuck around and mess your shit up because that's what they wanted for you, bro.
I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again, but I'm a firm believer that women are their own worst enemies. We are the orchestrators of our own demise. Hey, it's Christine Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another reaction video, a short one, mind you. Like the video on your way in, let's get straight into it. So I was on Instagram and this video came up and I initially thought, oh, I'd like to read this. And it was married girls tell unmarried girls something they must know before getting married. And I thought, oh, this would be really interesting to read. You know, having not been married myself, I would like to know some advice from people who've actually done it, because it's all good and well talking as an unmarried person about your ideals and, you know, how you think things ought to be, but it's always better to hear from people with experience, right?
Sure.
Oh, how naive I was. Yeah. I should have guessed. I'll be honest. I was really naive. I should have guessed from the name of the account that posted it, which is called Feminist.
Okay.
But I didn't look at that. I was rather naive. So let's take a look at the video.
Married girls tell unmarried girls something. Okay, I can't read. Married girls tell unmarried girls something they must know before getting married.
Oh, are you? Okay, well, I'm sure there was some video behind it, but I guess not. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is to show you the comments. So you're probably wondering, like, why is the feminist thing coming up on your Instagram? Well, the truth is that I actually follow a lot of mainstream influencers that I know a lot of women follow because I'm constantly trying to figure out how we've got into this mess and, you know, what is going on amongst my female peers? What are they listening to? What are they consuming? What is filling their mind with these, in my opinion, atrocious ideas? So this has obviously come up for that reason. So obviously I went straight to the comments straight away, hoping to see some good advice, but let's take a look. Okay, so this one I remember seeing and being like, oh, that's pretty good. Marry a man who has the guts to speak for you. I like that one. Let's read the replies. Can't we speak for ourselves?
Oh my God.
After marriage, you should both speak on behalf of your partner in your family. That's called the real companionship. So you don't really want a guy to speak for you. You know, it's like they say this, but then they say something else. Here's another one. This is from apparently someone who's married. Be financially independent. Be financially independent. So what's the point of being married? You might as well just continue dating and be two separate entities that happen to have some form of lovers arrangement. Like, you don't need to be married. The whole point of marriage is that it's an institution that legally makes you one entity. So, you know, therefore all assets should become one.
Yeah, marriage essentially is, I mean, obviously it's for love and the commitment of your relationship, but it's also like a business decision. A lot of people get married, you know, to be more financially set.
One entity, right? It's like, oh, well, you know, he might do this, he might do that. So make sure you're marrying someone that you trust. And I know there's horrific cases where, you know, the absolute unthinkable has happened. But that is still, guys, it is still a small minority of marriages that is actually the case.
Actually, I don't know if that's true, but I don't know if that's true, honestly. I don't think it's the minority. Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
Well, look at this guy. And this guy, all people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
Majority of marriages in 2025 are breaking down because of two people who've either not thought it out properly or who don't actually want a marriage. They want something else. I think a lot of people are misled on marriage. Make sure he loves you more than you love him. I said what I said, period. Like, how is this good advice? How is this good advice? I don't understand how this is good advice. In my opinion, if you have a guy who loves you more than you love him, you're already commodifying love. You're already measuring it. You're already the kind of person that says, you do this, I do that. And, you know, you're doing things for point scoring rather than because you want to. Like, I think that's a massive red flag. And I can't believe that this woman is married. Ma'am, did you cook here? True story, sis. My grandma always said that to me. Yo, my mum says the same thing. Don't forget to be careful not to fall for love bombing because you might think he's head over heels for you, but in reality, it's just manipulation. It's like,
damn.
We're talking here about men like they're these god-awful creatures that want nothing but to hurt us. Keep your own bank account. It's all about financials. These women are just too focused on money.
If he's a mama's boy, don't marry him. Bro, some of that is crazy. Like, you know, my mom's told me about women like that. Be like, be careful. Some women really be trying to strip you away from your family.
Marry a God-fearing man. That's a pretty good one. Any person with faith in their life, you know, generally is a good sign. That means they have.
I think the best advice that I can give to any of my lady viewers, bro, don't listen to anybody that doesn't mirror a life that you want. So if you go into your female friends and asking them for advice on your relationship, and their relationships always end in tragedy, always a bunch of drama, you know, she can't hold a man down, you know, maybe she got multiple kids, single, you know, I respect all my single mothers out there, but like, quite frankly, if I was a woman, you know what I'm saying, I'm not necessarily going to my teenage girlfriend that has a fucking kid in high school for my relationship advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not doing that. So again, it might sound shallow, but dead ass, why would you take advice from somebody that doesn't even mirror the life that you want for yourself? That don't make no sense, bro. And a lot of these girls, bro, they be bitter, they be selfish, they be salty, and they dead ass want to see you lose. They're looking at your situation like, damn girl, you got a good nigga, you got this situation. Why do you have that? Why don't I have that? And then now you going around and, you know, vent to them about your petty little argument with your man, even though you and your man actually good, and she gonna help you blow it out of proportion, make it a bigger deal than what it actually is. Now you building up resentment for your man and leave your nigga because your fucking friend said so. And that's why I be telling, like, any girl that I get serious with, I be telling them like, yo, I'm not mad at you talking to your friends about me, but at the same time, there's a fine line. Don't be like airing out our dirty laundry to your friends, bro. Because straight up, like, this relationship is between me and you. And if me and you can't figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Let that be between me and you. Let us, you know, come to the conclusion that we aren't fit for each other. But like, and you know, I know that's like a odd take because I do think it's important and healthy for people to have like outlets outside of just their partners, for sure. But again, there's a fine line. Some people be jealous, bro. You know, it's kind of like the same concept of, you know, take it off relationships when you're just talking about like not, you know, sharing your goals with everybody. You know, sometimes you're feeling really excited about doing something. You know, you have a lot of positive energy that you want to go embark on a new business journey or something of that sort. And, you know, you feel excited. So you go tell your best friends or your family or whoever, and they just hit you with this mid non-enthusiastic energy, and you're kind of like, damn, it makes you almost feel like, am I tripping? Like, maybe should I not do it? Do you not think I can do it? And before you know it, it starts breeding a lot of doubt into your situation. So be careful with your energy, bro, and be careful who you give it to, and be careful who you allow to influence your energy, because some people just be bitter, sad, and miserable.
You know, something they believe in that's outside of themselves. Never leave your career for family. You'll never know what's going to happen. This is why I wanted to share this with you guys. This is obviously a very unusual video for my channel. I don't usually react to like Instagram stuff, but I just thought this was shocking. I thought it was absolutely shocking. Never leave your career for family. You'll never know what's going to happen. So always prioritize.
That's crazy. Oh, hearing a woman say that, never leave your career for family. Again, I respect any woman that has a career and is, you know, killing it, doing what she's doing. But is there a world, even as a man, where we're putting family under? The saying has always been family first, right? I think that's pretty like equal across the board.
Career where you're just a number over your family, where you're literally irreplaceable. How is that good advice? It's got 19, almost 20,000 likes. Another one, 18,000 likes. Obviously, don't get married. Love yourself and let the man build himself to your standards. Like, what?
Delusion.
What about how you can make yourself a better wife? Like,
mind you, I bet most of these women are single, bro.
none of these
Can't keep a man for shit.
things are about how to better yourself. None of these women are advising other women to do this or to do that or to take this into consideration. It's all about self-preservation and self-interest. It's all about inflating the ego. It's all about putting yourself on a pedestal. It's all about how men should bend the knee to women. None of it is actually about how to be a good wife. Like, it's shocking to me. This has got over 50,000 likes, and you know, some of the comments have got almost half of that, and it's all about self-interest. It's not actually about marriage at all. It's about individualism. Everything is essentially saying be financially independent.
Be financially independent, but make sure you spend all his money too.
It's just a shame. It's just a real shame that women have this really skewed view of marriage, like it's all just about. And you know what the irony is here, guys? The irony is that all of these women are saying be financially independent. But if we actually look at divorce and we look at assets lost during divorce, it is men who are primarily the victims of having their assets stolen through.
One thing that I have been noticing though, as of late, it's seeming like, I'm not saying it's 100% perfect, but it's starting to feel like court systems are starting to be more equal. Like I've read a couple of situations where judges are actually being like, no, like we're not going to give you half of his shit. You actually don't deserve it. And you make this much. Like, that's not fair. And I'm seeing a lot more custody battles go in favor of men. So I don't know, maybe this is one of the pros of like the generation changing and people growing up on the internet. You know, some of these new generations that are coming into positions of power are kind of being a little bit more fair when it comes to that shit. I know it's not perfect across the board, but we watched a video not too long ago on the channel where there's some states outright banning the idea of not banning the idea of divorce, but I think it was something like if the woman initiates the divorce, then they don't get anything.
Divorce and through marriage. You know, what are these women trying to protect? Most of these women have spending problems, have debts. They don't even have any money to save. And they spend it all on, you know, nails and lip filler and boob jobs and this, that, and the other. It's like, you're saying, oh, don't get married because you might lose your money. First of all, what money? Second of all, it's the man that risks more to lose because the courts are fundamentally skewed against men in 2025. So even like the basis of the logic behind all of this, you know, advice is completely flawed. Make a good prenup. Agreed. For his sake. Like, oh, it's just a mess, isn't it? It's an absolute mess. And another thing I saw, which I thought was really outrageous. So this is a female influencer who, I'm not sure how she got famous. Maybe she was on Vine. I can't remember. But women love her. She's a big female influencer. And some of her content can be quite funny, you know, she's quite evergreen generally. But then occasionally I'll see stuff that just absolutely appalls me. It's abhorrent. I think she may have deleted it. Possibly. Okay, I'm not going to try and find it, but I'll explain it to you. So essentially it was like, when you're in your 20s, when you're in your late 20s and your friend tells you that they're pregnant. So it's like her pretending to be her friend. She's like, I'm pregnant. And then it's like her responding to her friend and she's like, oh, what are you going to do? Right, don't worry, I'll take you to the abortion clinic tomorrow and we'll get it sorted. And then the other friend is like, actually, I'm going to keep it, you know, we're 29. And she's like, we're 29? I'll get into it in a second. But the comments, I went straight to the comments, of course, thinking like, this is pretty outrageous. Like, surely her fan base is going to be like, whoa, like, you know, not really something we should joke about. And it's all just women, like late 20s women and upwards, laughing about this, going, yeah, like, it's so strange, the transition. Like, why have we normalized murdering our children when we're in our early 20s or younger? Why have we normalized this? Because the truth is, if you actually look at like abortion stats, most women who get an abortion regret it. Even if it's not because they wanted a child or anything like that, but because they actually, when they get a bit older, they take into account like what they did. I think there was like someone famous, I think it might have been like Nicki Minaj or something, who spoke about it famously and said, I had an abortion and now that I've actually had a child, I don't think it was Nicki Minaj, but someone, a quite famous woman who like girls love and look up to, said, now that I've had a child, I can't stop thinking about that baby that I killed. Maybe she didn't put it as bluntly as that, but that was basically what she was saying.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I think when you talk about the abortion stuff, look, I'm not a woman, so it's y'all body, it's y'all world. Y'all do what y'all think is right for yourselves. I feel like, it still should be an option, because you never know somebody's situation, so I'll say that. But it's different for everybody, It just sucks that there's people out here that abuse that option, That's a different conversation for another day, but y'all let me know what y'all think, man. At the end of the day, protect your energy. Be careful who you are going to for advice, bro. I think there's a lot of women out here. The thing is, y'all might get mad at me for this, but y'all ladies be emotional, bro. Y'all ladies be emotional. Y'all be going to y'all emotional female friends and they be influencing y'all to make stupid decisions out of emotion, not so much out of logic. And sometimes that's just not the answer, bro. Sometimes you like trust yourself. You got with your nigga for a reason, right? You trust, like, obviously there's bad guys out there. There's horror stories out there. Everybody has had a bad situation, but I'm talking about the select few people that, are genuinely happy in their relationship and for the most part are like, yo, I'm with my partner and I have a good thing going. Like, don't fuck off your situation because your weak ass friend don't got what you have, okay?
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet.